Help desk management is pretty much the pathway dealing with all the physical aspects of technology. So if there's a hardware issue or something with that, that's where they would come to us. So for something like printers, projectors, computers, that's something we would deal with. A day in the life of a help desk management, one thing that we would do, for instance, if a teacher had a printer jam, for instance, they might call Mr. Vincent or whoever the teacher is, and they would tell us to go to the classroom. So what our task would be is we would troubleshoot. We would see what would be the issue with the printer. So we would look at the lights, we would look in the paper, we would look around, and then we would see if we knew how to fix it. And therefore, we would just fix it, and if we couldn't fix it, we would just tell Mr. Vincent, and then he could take it from there. And then another teacher might call and say that they have an issue with the projector. So we would do the same thing. We would go to their classroom, we would look at their projector, and then we would see if we could fix it. Because this pathway, you're going to have to do a lot of troubleshooting, so that's something to get used to. One thing I will say about this course is not to let all of the equipment and everything scare you out of it. Because when I first came to the pathway, I didn't know anything about help desk management. I didn't know what serial numbers were. I didn't know how to fix a printer. I didn't know what was wrong with the projector. But just like any other class, it's a learning experience. So going into the course, you won't know anything, but you can't say the same thing after leaving. Because after leaving help desk management, I can say I was very knowledgeable about hardware. A few things to look forward to is when you're in help desk management and you help teachers and you fix their equipment, you pretty much gain a better bond with the teachers, which can help you out in the long run. Another thing to look forward to is that you get to figure out how to fix issues with all the hardware and whatnot, and that can actually help you out just outside of this classroom. For instance, one day I had to fix a printer in class, and Mr. Vincent taught me how to do it, and then I went home and did the same thing to my printer at the house. So that's something that saved me money, actually. And the last thing I will say that this helps you out with is that it just helps you gain an overall appreciation for technology.